Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast where we bring you the latest news and updates from around the world. We're starting off with a significant development in international relations, as France and the United States have announced separate initiatives to address the ongoing blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. The strait, which is a critical waterway for global oil trade, has been effectively blockaded by Iran due to the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. According to reports, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has stated that the U.S.-led coalition, known as the Maritime Freedom Construct, is not in competition with the France-Britain mission, which is already at an advanced stage. The French minister briefed Gulf allies on the Britain-France initiative and emphasized that it is a complementary effort to restart shipping in the vital route. The U.S. mission, on the other hand, aims to reopen the strait and ensure the free flow of oil and liquefied natural gas. The blockade has had a significant impact on the global economy, with oil prices hitting a 4-year high this week. It's worth noting that the situation in the Middle East remains complex and sensitive, with multiple countries involved and various interests at play. As the situation continues to unfold, it's essential to stay informed and up to date on the latest developments. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, we'll be moving on to other top news stories from around the world. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're glad you're still with us as we dive into our middle segment, where we explore the latest developments in international relations. Today, we're looking at a significant shift in the relationship between the United States and Venezuela. After years of tension and diplomatic isolation, the two countries are taking steps towards normalization. The first direct flight between the U.S. and Venezuela in 7 years has landed in Caracas, marking a new chapter in their relations. This comes after Washington deposed leftist leader Nicolás Maduro and resumed diplomatic ties with the Venezuelan government. The flight, operated by Envoy Air, a subsidiary of American Airlines, is seen as a symbol of the end of Venezuela's isolation by the U.S. This development has been met with mixed reactions. On one hand, it's expected to boost the U.S. business presence in Venezuela, which has the world's largest proven oil reserves. Additionally, the thaw in relations could make life easier for the 1.2 million Venezuelans living in the U.S., who will now have more direct access to their home country. On the other hand, there are concerns about the implications of this new relationship. The U.S. has been moving to remove Venezuelans from the U.S., terminating a program that shielded migrants from deportation back to the crime-ridden nation. Furthermore, the replacement of Maduro with his vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, has raised questions about the country's future and the role of the U.S. in shaping its policies. It's essential to note that this shift in relations is not without controversy. The U.S. raid that removed Maduro from power and the subsequent charges of drug trafficking against him have sparked debate about the legitimacy of these actions. As the situation continues to unfold, it's crucial to consider multiple perspectives and weigh the potential consequences of these developments. As we continue to monitor this story, we'll provide updates and insights to help you understand the complexities of this evolving relationship. For now, it's clear that the normalization of U.S.-Venezuela relations marks a significant turning point in their history, with far-reaching implications for both countries. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a look at some of the latest developments around the world. We have several stories to cover, and I'll try to give you a brief overview of each. Firstly, tensions between China and the U.S. are escalating, with Beijing calling self-ruled Taiwan the biggest risk in relations between the two nations. This comes after a call between Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, where Wang urged the U.S. to make the right choices on Taiwan to safeguard stability. Taiwan's government has expressed concern over these remarks, citing China's continued pressure on the island. In related news, China has also been involved in a dispute with Taiwan over a planned visit by Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te to Africa, which was postponed due to pressure from Beijing. China claims Taiwan as its own breakaway province and has ramped up military pressure on the island in recent years. Meanwhile, in the Asia-Pacific region, China's military activities have also been causing concern. The country has been conducting military exercises near Taiwan and has sent warships and military planes to the area. This has led to increased tensions between China and other countries in the region, including the U.S., which is a key ally of Taiwan. On a different note, we also have some news from the world of art. Renowned street artist Banksy has created a new installation in London featuring a statue of a protester throwing a bouquet of flowers. The piece is a commentary on the role of protests and activism in society. Finally, let's take a look at some other stories that caught our attention today. China has called Taiwan the biggest risk in relations with the U.S. Taiwan has expressed concern over this, and there are ongoing tensions between China and Taiwan. We also saw China's military activities causing concern in the Asia-Pacific region, and a new art installation by Banksy in London. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.